This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, December 15th, 2015, and now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At noon today, a fairly decent system is coming in from the plains and the southern and central Rockies. However, there's no moisture, or very little moisture, I should say, with this system, unlike the current system that moved off to our east last evening, and that's producing rain and snow over New England. But this system is going to be coming in, and this will produce a little bit of rain. Trace amounts will probably be more likely for most of the state, but the better chances of precipitation over our northern counties could be in the form of some rain-snow mix changing over to snow, maybe an inch or two in our far northwest counties. Better chances of accumulating snow in the Dakotas, Minnesota, where they could get quite a number of inches. Highs today will be in the 30s and 40s, dropping back later into the week into the upper 20s to middle 30s across the state as winds come back out of the north and west. Skies begin to clear a little bit, although here on Thursday there will still be a few clouds around as we still get a little bit of wraparound, but doesn't look like a lot of precipitation, although we can't really rule out a flurry or two. Friday looks to be partly to mostly sunny, maybe a few clouds in the afternoon that could spit out a flurry, but not really worried about that at this point. But highs in the upper 20s to mid-30s, as I mentioned. The high pressure moves off to the east, and you can see the winds are coming back out of the south and west. That's going to boost temperatures back into the 30s and even a few 40s as we move into the weekend. Here on Saturday, it'll be mainly sunny. A few more clouds as we move into Sunday. That'll be with a little disturbance. Most of the precipitation will be to our south and to our north, at least here at noon Sunday. But later Sunday evening and into Sunday night, some of this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico begins to entrain into a weak cold front that comes through, which you can really see here by Monday. But a lot of the precipitation will be moving away as we move into the early part of next week. So precipitation chances with that look to be about 20 to maybe 40%, with maybe a tenth of an inch of liquid precipitation with that. As we go toward next Tuesday, another system is coming in. You can see the trough digging across the middle part of the country over the plain states, and that's going to be swinging in, and that could bring us a little bit more activity toward the middle of next week. You can see a storm system really beginning to gather shape. It'll get warm again as we move into early next week, and remember, at the end of next week is Christmas. So people who want to see a white Christmas, you're going to have to really look at these forecasts as we move later into this week and early next. And when you look at this, this is the day after Christmas, December 26th. Look at this big barreling upper level feature that's moving across the southern stream. This is one we're going to have to watch to see if it could recurve up to the north and east. Look at the heavy precipitation possible from Oklahoma, northern and northeastern Texas, through the middle Mississippi River Valley, up through the Ohio River Valley. A lot of snow possible across the southern Rockies and into the plain states. So that's something we're going to have to watch. Then at the end of the forecast, around the 30th of December, looks to be the pattern is fairly west to east. Don't see any big cold Arctic outbreaks like we saw last week on the models. We'll keep watching to see if we may see them come back, but it looks to be fairly tranquil, fairly quiet, and looks to be fairly seasonal. Temperatures, give or take a few degrees, around 30 or so, with lows likely in the teens to the lower 20s. Satellite image from last evening, we have two low pressure centers marked by the L's, one moving away from the state, one coming toward the state. The one coming toward us will just skim the state with the precipitation I mentioned, while the one to our east brought the heaviest precipitation we've seen in quite a while. And that watch warning map looks to be very active with that second system off to our west. Lots of winter weather issues in the west. Lots of river flooding from the second system that's now off to our east, only producing a little precipitation of wintry kind over northern New England. You can see it's still going to produce quite a bit of precipitation out to our east. And you can see that next system, this is through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, producing just a little bit, but we'll still maybe see some trace amounts of precipitation across the state.